not hidden. There's never been a moment you were forgotten. You are not hopeless. You were in your innocence stolen. I hear you whisper underneath your breath. I hear your SOS, your SOS. I will send out an army to find you in the middle of the darkest night. It's true, I will rescue you. There is no distance that cannot be covered over and over. You're not defenseless. I'll be your shelter, I'll be your armor. I hear you whisper underneath your breath. I hear your SOS, your SOS. I will send out an army to find you in the middle of the darkest night. It's true, I will rescue you. I will never stop marching to reach you in the middle of the hardest fight. It's true, I will rescue you. I hear the whisper underneath your breath. I hear you whisper you have nothing left. I will send out an army to find you in the middle of the darkest night. It's true, I will rescue you. I will never stop reaching to reach you in the middle of the hardest fight. It's true, I will rescue you. Oh, I will rescue you.
I don't have time for shame, I was made for more. I just gotta believe what you're saying about me. Holy Lord, I was made for more. I just gotta believe now. Sometimes I need someone to tell me that it's gonna be alright. I know you're that someone that helps me to put up a fight. I want you to tell me I'm clean and how you're building up a broken dream. I don't have time for shame, I was made for more. I just gotta believe what you're saying about me. Holy Lord, I was made for more. I just gotta believe now. I don't have time for shame, I was made for more. I just gotta believe what you're saying about me. Holy Lord, I was made for more. I just gotta believe now. This isn't ordinary, the way you make me feel when I'm with you. 'Cause you're my sanctuary, the one who really loves me through and through. I don't have time for shame. I was made for more. I just gotta believe what you're saying about. Holy Lord, I was made for more. I just gotta believe now. I don't have time for shame. I was made for more. I just gotta believe what you're saying about. Holy Lord, I was made for more. I just gotta believe now.
But you reach out your hand. I know I need you. I know I need you. Come on, now take me closer. Come on, now take me closer. I know I need you. I know I need you. Come on, now take me closer. Come on, now take me closer. Control is always been so hard, you know. Why can't I just step aside and let you have this whole heart? If I'm not finding, I'm resisting. I get so tired. I know I'm missing the mark so far. Feel I'm drifting in this ocean low. But you reach out your hand. But you reach out your hand.
Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, I'm so glad you guys are here. Let's worship together. We're going to be starting a new series today, so we're glad that you're here for the beginning of it. So let's worship our good and beautiful God who can help us break free from what is holding us down. And we're going to start with Sweetness of Freedom, so you should stand up now before it hits you in the face, right? Let's do it. Within my heart's a rebellious side, conflicting with the Spirit's desire. Keep my heart in step with you, so I do not do what I want to do. All my life I live to follow you alone as you change my desires. Liberated by the blood of Jesus, I found life in the sweetness of freedom. Only you have the power to break every chain I placed around my neck. I heard you call from the pit of death to surrender all and nothing left. All my life I live to follow you alone as you change my desires. Liberated by the blood of Jesus, I found life in the sweetness of freedom. Through the Spirit, I have righteousness, sweet victory over the flesh. I can walk with confidence in you as you gratify my soul with you. All my life I live to follow you alone as you change my desires. Liberated by the blood of Jesus, I found life in the sweetness of freedom. In the sweetness of freedom, I found life. In the sweetness of freedom, I found life. In the sweetness of freedom, I found life. In the sweetness of freedom. Oh, Eden's tree, the choice within their hands, as the serpent whispered from beneath, where your grace exceeds the sum of all I lack. For I am Adam, I am Eve. Isn't it just like you to turn it all around for good, like only you could, like only you would? To turn it all around for good. And when you do it so it's done for good, like only you could, like only you would. You turn it all around for good. Oh, Calvary's tree, the nails within your hands, and loves you sweat the crown beneath, where your grace exceeds the sum of all our life. For I'm a thief upon a tree. Isn't it just like you to turn it all around for good, like only you could, like only you would? Turn it all around for good. And when you do it so it's done for good, like only you could, like only you would. Turn it all around for good. For the vast extent of my regrets and all my deepest fears were buried in a garden where you wept in blood and tears. For you climbed a hill not yours to climb. They thought your fate was sealed. For the serpent tried to take you down, but he only bruised your heel. See, the empty grave is overgrown, and the earth begins to heal. For the enemy is overthrown, and the darkness finally heals. So now I don't know what thing to death should ever reappear. For death can only borrow breath, no longer can he steal. Isn't it just like you to turn it all around for good, like only you could, like only you would? You turn it all around for good. And when you do it so it's done for good, like only you could, like only you would. You turn it all around for good. Oh, tree of life, there's hope in every branch, and the serpent's nowhere to be seen. Where your grace completes the sum of all our lack. For I am Adam, I am Eve, and Eden's my eternity. Before I spoke a word, before I spoke a word, you were singing over me. You have been so, so good to me. Before I took a breath, you breathed your life in me. You have been so, so kind to me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till life and leaves in 99. I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it. Still you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never song. When I was your foe, still your love fought for me. You have been so good to me. And I felt no worth, you paid it all for me. You have been so kind to me. Oh, the overwhelming. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I found leaves of 99. I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it, still you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. There's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. No wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. No shadow you won't give up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. No wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. No shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. No wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. No shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. No wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I found leaves of 99. I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it, still you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God, we love you. We thank you for the chance just to worship you and to be together and to remember that you moved towards us first, that you came for us. Lord, that you did not just leave us where we are, but you invite us into your love, into your life, into your forgiveness, Lord. May we walk away from every other way to live and trust that you are right and true and good. And that we can follow you to life today and forever. So in Jesus' holy and precious name I pray. Amen. You can be seated.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for worshiping with us this morning. I'll back up so I'm not like right on top of y'all. So we're starting a new series today. We are going to be doing a short 3-week series diving into the topic of sin, which I'm sure that y'all are super pumped about. I see Nathan back there. But Tyler's going to lead us off with kind of what this topic of sin is and how we can break free from it. And so that's going to be really great. But first we have a couple of announcements. First, I have our Stick 6 challenge. So we invite you to consider staying at Damascus Road for 6 weeks in a row, because we believe it takes time to figure out what a community is like, whether or not you're a good fit, whether or not this is the place that God is calling you to be. And 6 weeks is about the right time to get a good sense of who we are and whether or not God is calling you to worship him with us. So we invite you to do that, and you'll have lots of chances to get to know us over those 6 weeks. Like, for instance, this afternoon, you can join us and discover who is really good at sporty things and who is really terrible at sporty things, i.e. me. We're going to do DR Olympics on the mall, and it's going to be super fun. I think there will be a wide variety of tasks. You don't have to be athletic. It will help. But yeah, it'll just be a fun time to play together, have some friendly competition, and we can imagine we are also representing the United States of America on the world stage, which we're not. But so yeah, come for the DR Olympics. If athletics are not quite your thing, we have another fun opportunity for you. Kara and Daniel are hosting a presentation night on Saturday. These are totally unhinged topics that are treated with much seriousness and gravitas, because it's important to understand the silly minutia of the world. So come in your business best to hear these very formal presentations. There will be much laughter and silliness. If you want to find out where that is or join, on Church Center has the address and everything. But yeah, presentation night. Another way that you can get involved is we are starting up a relationships class. Yesterday was Valentine's Day, which, depending on who you are, may be like a depressing day, maybe a fun day, but relationships kind of undergird all of our lives, whether or not they're romantic. And so we are going to be doing a class specifically looking at kind of the aspects of dating well, how one does that. Later, we'll talk about things like sex, we'll talk about singleness, we'll cover porn, all of the topics that kind of tie into our romantic dating lives. And so it'll be every other Monday starting tomorrow. It'll be at Devin's house, and highly encourage you guys to come to that. A lot of us are young or in that season of our life where dating is a thing. So. And then next, I want to put on your guys' radar, so one of my favorite seasons in the church calendar is coming up, and it starts this Wednesday, and yes, it is Lent. And you might be thinking, Lent, why is Lent one of your favorite seasons? Isn't that the season where we fast? Yes, it is. But I find that fasting, though very hard and not like something fun to do, I find that this season of Lent, God always uses to kind of transform my heart and to draw me closer to him in this difficult practice of giving up food for a day. So as a community, we're going to be practicing fasting on Thursdays all throughout Lent. And so the idea is our off-campus small groups all meet on Thursday night with dinner. So we'll fast during the day together, and then we will get to break fast together at small group on Thursdays. If you want to stretch yourself and want to fast 2 days a week, our community is going to be fasting Thursdays and Fridays. So we're going to try for consecutive fasting, and it may be a terrible plan, but we can redo something different next year if it's awful. But yeah, highly encourage you guys to join that. There's also a church center group for fasting. We send out encouraging messages to each other every fast day, like, oh man, it's 1 o'clock. I'm really, really hungry. And everyone will be like, I'm there with you. God is with you. You can make it. So if you need encouragement in your fast, just join the fasting group on Church Center, and we can encourage each other. So just the way that Lent is kind of counterintuitive, it doesn't seem like a fun thing to do, but is really growing. Offering is a similar practice like that. It seems counterintuitive of like, why would I give up my money? Or why would I let go of something that seems really important? But just like in fasting, when we let go of food, God does something really powerful and special in that. So we do offering where we give up some of our money as a practice as well to form us. That's all I got for you guys. Let me pray, and we'll invite Tyler up. God, I pray over this morning and really the start of this season, Lord, as we dive into the sticky topic of sin and breaking free of that. And I just pray that you would work in our community this season of Lent, of this series, and that you would start to bring freedom into our lives from the things that hold us back, that you would let us live in your freedom and your joy and your light. We love you, God. Please be with Tyler as he speaks and open our hearts to what you have to say through him. In Jesus' name, amen.
Sorry, there was like 10 more seconds of the video, so I was not ready. My apologies. I like rockets. I just think they're neat. Growing up, I loved making and launching model rockets. Just as the Apollo missions to the moon were numbered, whenever I made a rocket, I named and numbered it too. The first rocket was the Spotted Cow 1, and I think I eventually made it somewhere to like Spotted Cow 15. In high school, my physics teacher had copies of Popular Science in the classroom, and reading those and articles about like rockets and like jets and all those things helped inspire me to choose aerospace engineering as my major so that I could be a rocket scientist. And even though I have since done absolutely zero engineering since finishing my degree 13 years ago, I still think rockets are neat. Now, no model rocket compares to a real space rocket. You see this massive structure sitting there on a launch pad. It looks like a building, not a vehicle. It doesn't seem like it should get off the ground. But imagine with me, not just seeing a rocket, imagine not just seeing the rocket sitting there on the launch pad, but sitting in the cockpit. You know, we have our special suit and helmet on, and right now it's weighing us down, but soon we'll be weightless. We strap into the harness, and we get locked into our seats, and then we wait. There's not much for us to do but stare into the blue abyss above us. Then the countdown starts, as we hear a voice from Mission Control count 10, 9, 8. Smoke starts to billow out below us. The engines start to roar. Flames erupt, and slowly the rocket starts to defy gravity and lift us off the ground. As it picks up speed, it rises farther and farther, straight up. We are pressed back into our seats, feeling the force of our own weight triple. Those below watch the rocket rise higher and higher until it disappears in the distance. As we ride the rocket, we push past the clouds and we break through the atmosphere. The sky disappears and nothing but stars and space is before us. The reward for all that scale and effort is weightlessness. It's freedom and escape. Our rocket has left behind everything we've ever known. Throughout human history, we've looked into the night sky filled with tiny lights, an incomprehensible mystery, and we have called it the heavens. Our rocket has reached space, and if it's on the right trajectory, it goes far beyond. We can go on and to discover new things. We can walk in new places and experience things only the God who hung the stars in the night sky has before, as we reach new heights into the heavens. To me, this is something spectacular to imagine. I get like a shiver down my spine. But I know probably many of you don't find rockets or space as cool as I do. You would never want to ride in a rocket, and in fact, the idea of space is probably terrifying to you. You'd much rather keep your feet on the ground. So maybe you don't dream of space, but I think we all have some idea of the heavens we hope to reach. We have an idea of the good life, and we hope to get there. We hope to become a certain person, live a certain life, or accomplish certain goals. What do you want? Do you want to do something with purpose, to have an occupation that gives your life meaning? You hope to get paid to do something you love. Do you want to marry the person of your dreams, to be a good and faithful spouse? Do you want to be a parent, to love and raise your children as your parents did, or maybe better than your parents did? You want to pass the world on to the next generation and give them something beautiful. Do you just want to be free of your depression and anxiety, to be able to put your hope in God and let go of your worry and shame? Do you want to be free of your addiction, your struggles? Do you just want to walk daily with Jesus? I think one way or another, we all have our hearts set on the heavens. And maybe a rocket is not what's going to get us there. But something we can learn from thinking about rockets is they show us what it takes to break free of gravity. We all experience gravity every moment of our lives as it holds us down on the ground. At the same time, we're all able to overcome gravity simply by jumping, and we can have that brief moment of weightlessness at the top of our jump. Of course, gravity then just brings us right back down again. It's easy for us to take gravity for granted. We don't have to think about it to experience it, we just do. And at the same time, we don't really know what causes gravity. Like, scientists can't really say why we're just naturally pulled towards the earth. And technically, gravity is one of the weaker forces of the universe. Like, if you hold two magnets apart, you can feel those pulling together through magnetic force. And technically, everything has its own gravity, but we don't feel the force of gravity pulling two things together unless one of those things is massive like a planet. So it is a weak force, but even then, it still takes a massive rocket to break free of Earth's gravity and make it to space. Put it this way. Escape velocity describes the speed that we need to go to escape from a planet's gravity and to make it into space. If you don't hit this speed, then you'll just come back down to the planet and go nowhere. On Earth, the escape velocity is over 25,000 miles per hour. That's over 300 times the speed limit on I-10. And when we have our hearts set on the heavens, gravity holds us back. We must break free, but that's easier said than done. And as we consider our own hopes and dreams and desires, there's something holding us back too. Maybe you're a new Christian, just starting your walk with God. You have heard the gospel message. You've embraced the good news. You've accepted the forgiveness of Jesus. You've just been baptized. Your new life should begin. You should feel free to live with Jesus, not because of anything you have done, but because of him. This is the grace of God, yet you're still struggling to break free of the life you used to live. What's going on? Or maybe you've been a Christian for many years. You've been faithful in your walk with God. You've worked with your doubts. You've come through the other side stronger than ever. But you've been trying for a long time to follow Jesus' way, and you don't understand why you're having such a hard time. And maybe you're still not even sure what you think about God, but you're here today because you are trying to find something better. Welcome. Thank you for being here with us. Just as it is incredibly difficult to break free from the gravity of earth, it's also incredibly difficult to break free of the gravity of sin, of our patterns of selfishness, fear, addiction, all that separates us from God and from others. We are fallen beings. And to be very clear, we are forgiven of our sins freely by Jesus, who died on the cross and rose again, conquering death so that we may experience life with him. By grace, we are free, and there's nothing we can do to earn it. Through Christ, we are given new identities as beloved sons and daughters of God. And yet, I keep sinning. I keep doing what I know is wrong. God tells me I have a new identity, but but I still feel like I'm nothing but a sinner. What's holding you back? Are you struggling to break free from your sin? Do you have a problem, some activity, something like drinking, eating, spending money, gambling, watching porn, destructive relationships, promiscuity, lying, hoarding, cheating, judging, gossiping, compulsive TikToking, any behavior that betrays what you know is what is good, what is true from God, that you are struggling to stop? If the answer for you is no, I don't have anything, then cool, awesome, congratulations. I encourage you to use all the time you have on your hands now to help the rest of us who are less fortunate, and just use your time to save the planet and serve its people. But if the answer instead is yes, then don't worry, you're in good company. You, like the rest of us, are affected by the same force of gravity that keeps pulling us down. And we are all struggling to break free. And some good news. I'm a rocket scientist. Better news. With God, we just may be able to hit escape velocity. So as we dive in, first a little bit of rocket science. As we can see, it takes a tremendous amount of energy for a rocket to get to space, which means a ton of fuel. And then as you keep adding more fuel to the rocket, that now means you need more rocket to hold all that fuel, which now means a lot more weight, so now you need to add more fuel to account for all that extra weight. And you kind of just get stuck in this loop where you keep adding more fuel to account for the extra rocket, and then you have to add more rocket to account for the extra fuel, and it just kind of keeps going on and on and on. Eventually you will hit a point where all of that balances out. But now that leaves us another problem. The rocket is just simply too big now. So engineers have to find a solution. And the solution to this problem is staging. Basically, a rocket is built into different stages that each have their own engine and fuel. And when that fuel runs out, the stage breaks free and falls back to Earth, leaving a smaller rocket, which now requires less fuel and less energy to keep going. The engine in the next stage then ignites as the rocket casts off dead weight. Now, the ideal number of stages for a rocket going into deep space is 3. And that's just kind of how the math works out, because beyond 3, it's diminishing returns and things just start getting really complicated and not worth it. More can go wrong. Now, the reason I'm explaining this is because just as it takes 3 stages for a rocket to break free of Earth's gravity, I have 3 stages for us to follow for breaking free of sin. Now, the first stage is admitting the problem. Now, that seems simple, but nothing can be done without an accurate and honest understanding of the problem in front of us. We can't build a rocket without acknowledging how significant the problem of gravity is. If we think the problem is small, then we will think small. We may think it shouldn't take such a big rocket. It should be cheaper. It should be simpler to do. But engineers don't overdo it. I have 3 engineers right in front of me. If any of them want to object, they can. But engineers, one of the basic principles of engineering is to keep it simple. You figure out the bare minimum, and you don't over-engineer it. If we could get to space with a slingshot, we would. But when engineers and scientists do the math, they add it all up, and they realize that overcoming gravity is no simple feat. And just as we are all bound by the law of gravity, we are all bound by sin. So we need to start by admitting the problem. We have to live in reality, not in what we think should be true or what we wish was true. So what is true? Well, it simply is, as Paul writes in Romans, for everyone has sinned. We all fall short of God's glorious standard. We have all sinned. There's no exception. None of us can defy this gravity. But sin is also one of those terms that we can throw around a lot in church, and maybe we're not all clear in exactly what that means. So just as NASA needed to understand gravity before it built the Saturn V rocket that went to the moon, we need to understand what exactly sin is. And one of the terms we'll find in the Bible to talk about sin is the word flesh. And I think exploring flesh here will help us understand sin. For example, here in Romans 7, we can read, "For while we were living in the flesh, our sinful passions aroused by the law were at work in our members to bear fruit for death." If you were here last week, you heard Derek talking about choosing to allow our flesh or our spirit to lead us. Now, does the use of flesh like this, does this mean that we should be worried about our physical bodies? No, not really. The Greek word that Paul is using that is often translated as flesh is sarx. And just like a lot of English and ancient Greek words, it can mean a number of different things. And we can find it translated to mean a couple of different things throughout the Bible. But here in this passage, Paul is using it to describe our human nature. It's like our flesh. It's like what we can't remove from us. It's a part of us. And in this case, it's especially talking about that like limitedness, the weakness of our human nature that sets us apart from God. And this is in contrast with the divine nature of God, or the Spirit. Though again, like I want us to be careful. We're not going to I don't want us to understand this as like a sort of binary where like we have the physical world where like our bodies and everything that's material is all bad on one hand, and then we have the spiritual world, which would include like a separate like soul of ours, and that's good. That's not what this means, because we are both bodies and souls. We are our bodies, we are our souls. Those things are one and they cannot be separated. So even though like flesh can mean sin, the fact that the Bible is using the term flesh does not mean that there's nothing good that dwells in our literal physical bodies. I mean, Jesus took on flesh. He became human. He had a body, and it was good. Rather, in these verses, flesh is our humanness in its sinful, corrupted, broken state. When Paul writes about the thorn in his flesh in 2 Corinthians, we understand that he isn't telling us about a splinter, but instead that he is human and he is struggling with his sinful nature. And here's the thing I've learned about sin over the years. Sin is not just doing wrong and immoral things. Like, sin is that. Sin is lying when you know you should be telling the truth. It's cheating, when you should be honest. So yes, that is sin, but sin is also more than just that. Sin is our broken nature as human beings. Sin is the reason that like a group of people who love and care about one another can try and do the right thing, can try their hardest to do their very best, but people still end up hurt. Sin is the voice in my head that tells me I'm not good enough, that I'm not worth it, and that everyone would just be better off without me. Sin is the desire to numb all the pain in my life so that I stop hurting. Sin is all the ways that I fall short of loving others perfectly, even as I do my very best. Sin is the thorn in our flesh. And Derek talked a bit about our flesh last week, and I like how he put it. Our flesh isn't asking us to do something obviously evil. It's asking us to choose what feels safer, easier, or more comfortable. We feel the pull to avoid pain, avoid loss, avoid surrender. Sin can almost feel like a weak force, just like gravity. We should be able to overcome it. We should be able to resist it. But all too often, that pull to safety, ease, or comfort is stronger than we are. The pull to take control pulls us under. That quiet voice of shame cannot be silenced. My sin is more than I can overcome. I want to be a good son or daughter, but I just can't do what my parents expect of me. I want to be a good parent, but I can't stop losing my patience with my son. I want to be a good spouse, but I can't stop resenting my husband or wife when they don't do what I want. I want to be faithful, but I can't stop watching porn. I want to be a good friend, but I just can't seem to be present and reliable. I want to be a good boss, but I can't stop getting angry at my employees. I want to be a good employee, but I can't stop losing my temper with the customers. I want to be good with money, but I can't stop my impulses. I want to get off my phone, but I can't stop scrolling. I want to put my faith in God, but I can't stop the worrying and the anxiety that keeps me up at night. I want to trust that God loves me, but I can't stop the intrusive thoughts that say I'll never be enough. I want to do what is right, but I can't. I want to do what is good, but I don't. I don't want to do what is wrong, but I do it anyway. And if that last bit sounds familiar, that's from Scripture. That's what Paul wrote in Romans 7. Because it's not just us. Paul, the great apostle and the evangelist who wrote much of the New Testament, found himself lamenting his own struggle to do the good things he knew he should and wanted to do. And he goes on to write, I have discovered this principle of life, that when I want to do what is right, I inevitably do what is wrong. I love God's law with all of my heart, but there is another power within me that is at war with my mind. And this power makes me a slave to the sin that is still within me. And I can relate. Too often, I know what I'm doing is wrong. I know it will not lead to what I want most, a flourishing life with God and others. I know it will instead hurt those that I love the most. I know what I should do. I know what is good to do, yet I still do the wrong thing. I must admit the truth. That is, despite all appearances, I am not fine. Join me admit that. Despite all appearances, I am not fine. We approach stage 1 and we admit the problem, which is, simply put, I can't. I can't fix it. And what is the problem you cannot fix? What is it that you want to do and cannot do? How are you hurting the people you love the most? How are you risking that relationship that matters the most to you? What is pulling you down? What is pulling you away from God rather than leading you towards God? In Alcoholics Anonymous, everybody starts with the admission that I am an alcoholic. And there's no hiding. It's a very powerful and very important step 1 on the road to recovery. And it's one that we need to take too. Be honest with yourself and reflect on reality. If you believe you could stop or change or resist or fix it anytime, but you haven't, then why not? Is it really because you want to keep hurting yourself or your friends or your family? Is it because you want to keep wasting your money or breaking your promises? Is it because you want to stay on the ground or because you can't break free on your own? And that is the first stage. Admit the problem, that I can't fix it. Don't worry if you're feeling hopeless, that's just the first stage. Because hope comes in the next one. Because what do? We move on to the second stage, which is turning to the one who is bigger than the problem. It's only when we understand how much fuel and force that it's going to take to get 3 astronauts and their equipment to the moon that we decide to build a rocket bigger than the Statue of Liberty. Because we know that nothing less will do if we are to hit escape velocity. And in our case, if stage 1 is marked by that phrase, I can't, then stage 2 follows that with, but God can. The Bible is full of this phrase, but God. Time and time again in the Bible, people make excuses in the face of God. When God comes to them and Abraham says, but I am too old. Moses says, but I am a poor speaker. Jeremiah says, but I am just a child. Peter says, but I already tried that. And God never responds to this by propping them up or sugarcoating it or lowering expectations. God doesn't go no, sure you can, or it's going to be fine. Instead, what we find is this phrase, but God, repeated over and over and over again. John Ortberg teaches us the significance of these words. This 2-word phrase is one of the most important in the scriptures because every time it is used, a new transcendent reality is breaking in to bring healing and hope to the world that would otherwise be trapped in its own inadequacy.